Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day. Happy Tuesday out there, Taco Tuesday. And as I like to call it, the midweek eve of the week. That's right, today is September 26th, and today is National Pancake Day. That's right, who doesn't love a good pancake, huh? You know, that reminds me of my sister. She had a friend who worked as a waitress. She only had one leg. Yeah, her name was Eileen. She worked at IHOP. Bada boom. All right. Anyways, well, the Red Sox lost a tough one to the Blue Jays last night, 6-4. Which keeps their magic number to clinch the AL East still at 3 games. They still lead the Yankees by 4 games in the AL East. Sox need to muster up a couple more wins to secure that division. Still, the boys of summer have clinched a playoff berth. But at this point, if you want the division, you got to take it. Chris Sale takes the mound tonight. He'll try to notch his 18th win over at Fenway Park. Game time, 7:05. Well, over on the other side of town, the Boston Bruins continue their preseason run with a 4-2 victory over the Chicago Blackhawks last night. Starters are now seeing some action, and the newly signed forward David Pastrnak didn't disappoint. He scored within 1 minute of the game. Other power play goals scored by Bergeron and some new guy named Andrew Bjork. They added goals as well as Bruins travel to Philly Thursday, take on the Flyers in another preseason slate. Well, it was quite the scene all across the NFL this weekend as players took it upon themselves to silently protest whatever it is they wanted to protest. You know, it took me hours to realize on Sunday why certain players took a knee during the playing of the national anthem. They were responding to President Donald Trump's remarks from earlier in the week in which the president said anyone who does not stand during the anthem should be fired. Well, I get the whole free speech thing, and I understand you don't like Trump's remarks and so forth, but why are they using the national anthem as the catalyst to show their protest? To me, it's not right. You know, why didn't you take a knee during the game, or why not join hands at midfield before the playing of the anthem, or something like that? I'm still understanding why they're displaying their protest during the national anthem. I strongly feel that sports should be clear and free of politics, especially all over the world. They are elitist. The NFL is a billion-dollar company, for God's sakes. You know, I don't understand. There's no room for politics in sports. What they're attempting to do is, in fact, making it worse, from the boos heard across the stadiums to the outpouring of social media all over the place. You know, I can't say it enough. You disrespect the flag and the country to everybody who served, including myself. It's despicable. You know, the ratings of the NFL are declining on a yearly basis, and this isn't going to help the situation either. And I guess maybe Vince McMahon was right back in the day when he invented the XFL. He called the NFL the No Fun League, and that's exactly what's going on right now. Anyways, moving on. Well, it's been over a week since Puerto Rico's been leveled by Hurricane Maria, and it's not getting any better, folks. Power's still out. The airport is now being occupied. That's right. Passengers are hoping to escape the devastation have packed the main terminal, which has no air conditioning. It's running on limited emergency power. Because of the damage to the radar and other equipment, the airport only has like 10 flights a day, leaving San Juan to the mainland. You know, today there were 10 flights. Tomorrow they expect to get a little bit more. The president of Mexico is there. The president of Mexico says that he expects a mass exodus of people leaving for the mainland. That's right. President Donald Trump slated to go over there. He's going to visit the Pummel Island next week. By the way, Hurricane Lee is the latest storm to reach Category 2. Of course, all eyes will be on that. Thoughts and prayers still going out to everybody affected by Harvey, Maria, everybody. Oh, well. In the latest war of words between the U.S. and North Korea, President Trump quoted that a military option is not a preferred method at this time, but it would be devastation to them. That's right. North Korea is all in response to the rhetoric in response to what they said the other day that President Trump has basically declared war on the nation. I'm not sure how much talking is left for. Both these nations are on the brink of retaliation. And just today, the Treasury Department put sanctions on North Korea banks and individuals linked to North Korean financial networks. The action targets 8 banks and 26 individuals. That's right. President Donald Trump and the international allies have aimed to use the economic pressure to force Pyongyang and the North Korea military to end its nuclear and missile programs. You know, I hope that happens. Anyways, Equifax CEO Richard Smith is out after the company's embarrassing data breach and botched response. That's right, the credit bureau announced that Smith's sudden retirement on Tuesday, 3 weeks after it disclosed the hack had compromised the personal information of over 143 million Americans. That's right, folks, that could be me and you right now. Equifax knew of the breach almost 2 months before it was announced. Smith, who's 57, has been CEO for 12 years. His retirement is effective immediately, and he will not receive his bonus for the year. Well, how about that, huh? Well, a music teacher has been removed from Georgia classroom for handing out an assignment containing profanity-laced rap lyrics. That's right, the profanity-laced homework outrages parents. The music teacher asked the students to put a positive spin on the profanity-laced lyrics. When one of the students' parents saw the homework assignment, they immediately called the school. The superintendent of the school system called the assignment inappropriate and unacceptable. The teacher was immediately removed from the classroom and be held accountable for his poor judgment. The teacher responsible has since sent a letter to students and parents apologizing for the assignment, saying, "I should have used better judgment." Really, folks? Is that what it's come down to? This is insane. Anyways, French Sports Minister Laura Flessel said it's possible France will skip the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. That's right, due to security concerns. If our security cannot be assured, the French team will stay at home. That's right. Worldwide tension continues to mount as the U.S. and North Korea engage in concerning rhetoric regarding nuclear capabilities. Flessel made it clear no decision has been made at this point, saying we're not there yet. United States Donald Trump announced Thursday several sanctions will be placed on North Korea in an effort to minimize the nuclear threat. The 2018 Winter Games will take place in February. France is expected to have considerable success out of all this. It's ranked 8th in total medals won, which is 15 in the 2014 Winter Olympics over in Sochi, Russia. And some breaking news out of the music world as Aerosmith had to cancel their last leg of the South America World Tour due to Steven Tyler needing immediate urgent health care. That's right. Details are now surfacing that the lead singer of the Boston-based tour flew home to the United States last night. He did tweet out a message indicating he was seeking the emergency treatment. He felt like everyone was let down, but he promised to be back. The upcoming shows in Brazil, Chile, Argentina, and Mexico have been shelved. Tyler, who's no youngin', that's for sure, he's 69, did not specify what the medical condition it is, although he did say it's not life-threatening, and for him to be able to perform at later shows, he needs to address his concern now. Let's wish Stevie Tyler a speedy recovery. And the magazine Us Weekly has an interview this week that actually details the real reason why the hit CBS comedy show Mike and Molly was actually canceled. Melissa McCarthy, who played Molly on the hit show, is basically told by TV executives to stay fat. As her movie career started to gather steam, she started losing weight, something the producers did not like. They basically told McCarthy they need the role of Molly to be a fat woman. Melissa opens up to Us Weekly in her comments, says this, unquote, unquote, to be honest, they wanted a fat girl for the role of Molly, and when I lost all that weight so quickly, they decided I wasn't fit for the role anymore. That's a damn shame, huh? Anyway, CBS and executives have declined comment. And finally, I want to give a Whatta YouTube subscriber, Barry Doherty, a special shout out today. Happy birthday to Barry Doherty. I'm sure he's up on the North Shore with Rich Gilbert, infiltrating some North Shore Bolodrome as we speak. And again, you can visit my page, folks, www.youtube.com/Joe Lowry. What a day. It's free, it's free, it's free. Everybody have a great Taco Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. That's hump day. That's right. As I like to call it, the week's middle finger. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.